Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals in our Milwaukee Bucks franchise, road to the NBA Finals. And we are playing against the number 1 ranked Boston Celtics. So they just won the first round 4-2 against Miami. So we knocked out the Knicks. We swept them out 4-0. And it's funny because we're the only Eastern Conference division team to sweep out the Knicks. I mean, the Lakers, Nuggets, and Grizzlies swept out the Utah Jazz, Golden State Warriors, and the Sacramento Kings. So that's pretty funny how Dallas and Portland were the only ones to advance on with more than 4 games, so we'll see you guys at tip-off time. Alright, it is tip-off time here at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. So, in this Massachusetts state capital, the Celtics have won the tip-off. Kemba Walker passing it off to Jason Tatum, getting that one in there. So it's now going to be a 2-0 lead for Boston. So Milwaukee, they got Giannis Antetokounmpo, loses at basketball, but Brook Lopez picks up the offensive rebound, scores the first 2 points of the game for Milwaukee. So Jason Tatum passing off to Marcus Smart, and then Kemba Walker losing that basketball. So it is our possession, which is good. So it's now tied 2-2. Brook Lopez passing it off to Giannis. So Giannis passing it off to Dante DiGiavenzo. And now Antetokounmpo has possession. So Antetokounmpo from Athens, Greece, drills a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now a 5-2 lead here in Boston. So Giannis makes this steal, makes it another dunk happen. So it's now 7-2. So Antetokounmpo's off to a good start here. I mean, Bucks leading by 5. So Robert Williams passing it off to Marcus Smart. So Smart loses possession of the basketball. So Antetokounmpo picks it up, drills a 3, and he gets that in there. So it's now 10-2. And now Tatum picks it back up. So it's now Marcus Smart's turn, passing it off to Tatum. So Tatum passing it off to Smart. And it looks like he's going to pass it to Tatum. So Tatum knocks down a 3 for the Celtics. So Chris Middleton, he's going to pass it off to Drew Holiday and then Antetokounmpo. Then I'm going to pass it back to Middleton. So Middleton there gets that layup. So it's going to count. So it's now 12-5 for Milwaukee. So Milwaukee's off to a good start on the road in Massachusetts. So Marcus Smart passing it off to Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown passing it to Tatum. That's a Smart. He gets it in the paint there for 2 points. So we are 71% in field goals. So that's not too good. We lost the basketball there. Tatum picks it up for Boston, passing it off to Jaylen Brown. So Jay Brown gets that in for 2. So it's now 12-9. Drew Holiday has possession of the basketball, so it looks like he's going to lose it. Again, they are not good protectors. I mean, I understand that they won. They knocked out the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks weren't really prepared for playoff turn against this decent Bucks team, but they had something not planned that was going on, so they lost all 4 of the games, so keep that in mind. I will have all 4 of the episodes against the New York Knicks from first round in the description in the video if you guys want to check those episodes out if you haven't already. And we're ready to play some basketball. So Kemba Walker, he gets that in there for 1 more point. So it's now 14-12. So I'm going to pass it off to Forbes and then to Tugger and then to some Bobby Portis. So Portis will get this one in. So it's now 16-12. We're going to take a small break. Alright, so it's now 20-12. Kemba Walker losing the basketball. Jeff Teague passing it off to PJ Tucker, the former Houston Rockets player. He gets that in there. So it's now a 10-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks on the road. Evan Fournier, who is from France, did not spend a whole lot in Boston. I mean, he was traded from the Orlando Magic, and now he is with the New York Knicks. So Fournier, Trey BN for him as he gets a 3 for the Celtics. So now Bobby Portis here. I'm actually going to do a 3. He's going to knock this down. It's going to be 25-15. All right, so it's now 25-15. Bucks leading by 10 heading on to the second quarter. Chris Middleton gets it in with that nice layup. So it's now 27-15. Tristan Thompson passing it to Pritchard, which number 11 was worn by Kyrie Irving when he played for Boston. Now he's with Brooklyn, and I think he does wear that same number like he did in Boston. But Drew Holiday's going to pass it off to Middleton, passing it off to Bobby Portis. Middleton will pick up the assist there. Tristan Thompson, former Cleveland Cavaliers star, actually gets a foul, so Bobby Portis gets that one in for 2. So it's now 30-17. Milwaukee leading this off by 13 points here. And Pritchard now has possession, so loses the basketball. Evan Fournier passing it off to Jabari Parker, and then Ojayerly, he's going to pass it back to Fournier, who knocked down a 3 earlier in this game, and they dunked that in. So it's now 30-19. So the Bucks bench is outscoring the Celtics bench by 7 points. So we're ready to get this layup there, and it's now a foul on Boston. So this means we get to go to the free throw line here. And he's going to get it. He actually misses it. So it's now another about 13-point lead. So Jaylen Brown gets it in. I think Fournier picked up that assist there, I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to pass it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dunks that in. So what a great play for this. He is a really fast scorer, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he can do a little bit of everything on the court, really. And he is just literally so talented. And Giannis steps in the mid-range area, and he gets that in. So it's now 36-21 with only 2:16 to go in the first half. I think Giannis makes that steal happen. So he's going to get that in the paint there for 2 points. So it's now 38-21. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Alright, so it's now 28 points in the paint for Milwaukee, 14 for Boston. And now Robert Williams passing it off to Jaylen Brown, and then Jaylen Brown's going to pick up that assist there. Jeff Teague, 40 seconds. It looks like I'm going to pass it to the other Antetokounmpo. He's older than Giannis, but his name is Thanasis Antetokounmpo, born in July of 92, drills a 3, so it's now 48-31. I feel like in almost every one of our Road to the 2K Finals episodes, we score at least 50 points by halftime, and we do it again. So Thanasis, there was I think, shooting foul there, so he missed that one. So he is going to get this in. He actually missed both of them, so not one of the best three throwers in this league, I'd have to say. But Pat Connaughton had that 5-second violation. We didn't even pass the ball there, so we have to give it up, and it's on Boston. So Boston has possession, and Dante DiGiannis has possession of it. So we're going to see you guys in the second half. Alright, so now Giannis Antetokounmpo passes the ball to Chris Middleton. So Middleton trying to figure out if he wants to really shoot a 3 from behind the arc to begin this second half. He actually makes that one splash, so it's now 58-33. Boston trailing by 25. Jason Tatum dunks that in, so it's now 9 points for Tatum today. 4 for 4 for field goals. And he has a little bit of talent. He has lots of talent among all those NBA superstars that you see nowadays. He can do a little bit of everything. He can shoot threes like Curry. He can like get points in the paint pretty quickly. So Drew Holiday, former New Orleans Pelicans player, he is actually going to get this one in for 2 points. So it's now 62-35. So Kemba Walker has possession of the basketball. So Walker's going to get that in there. So it's now going to be 62-37. Drew Holiday, he's going to pass it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Giannis gets that one in. So it's now 64-37. So with only 2:48 to go in the third, Kemba Walker has possession of the basketball, picks it back up for Boston, and Robert Williams almost loses that basketball, passes it off to Tatum. So Tatum's passing it off to Robert Williams, and then to Tatum, knocks down a three for Boston. So it's now 64-40. And Drew Holiday, he's going to pass it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Giannis makes that dunk happen for Milwaukee. So it's now 66-40. With only 2:12 to go. So Kemba Walker, he's actually going to go up, make that layup happen. So it's now 66-42. Boston trailing by 24. Milwaukee leading by 24. So Giannis passing it off to Bryn Forbes. And then to Holiday, I'm going to pass it off to Chris Middleton. He gets that in. It's now 69-42. Alright, so it's now 1 minute to go before the fourth quarter begins. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the basketball. He's going to dunk that in for Milwaukee. So it's now 76-45. So Jaylen Brown passing it off to Kemba Walker. So he's going to pass it off to Brown. So Jaylen Brown, he's going to get it in there. There is a foul. It's on Drew Holiday's shooting foul. So they have to go to the free throw line once at it. And if they make that in, it's going to count for them. So it's now a 28-point lead for Milwaukee. So now Middleton has possession. So Chris Middleton gets that in. So it's now 78-48. So now Evan Fournier from France, he had at least 2 threes throughout this game today. And there's now 24.9 seconds to go in the basketball third quarter. I almost said in the game, but I was mistaken. But now Chris Middleton drills a three. It's now 81-50. So Boston is trailing by that much. So they're trailing by 31. Now it's going to be 33 since he shoots it in from mid-range. So we'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, beginning of the fourth here in Boston, Massachusetts. So state capital Massachusetts, by the way. So Boston, Fournier passing it off to Pritchard, and he gets that in there for 2 points. Jeff Teague, the former Minnesota Timberwolves player, gets fouled. So Chris Middleton, he's going to be put in for Jay Nawa. So Pritchard gets that in there. So it's now 85-53. I'm going to pass it off to Brook Lopez. So Brook Lopez shoots a three. He's not related to the American comedian George Lopez, who had his show back from 02 to 03. And let me tell you, I really enjoy that show. That show gives me the laughs almost every episode. Even the comedy stuff that George Lopez did, it was so good. Anyway, so we got some Jeff Teague here, passing it off to Teague. Then the PJ Tucker, who formerly played with Houston. So PJ Tucker makes that nice spin move in there. It's now 89-55. Alright, 2:10 to go in the fourth. Now, we're going to play some consistent defense here for the Milwaukee Bucks basketball team. So Arjorli loses a basketball Antetokounmpo, Giannis makes that steal happen. He dunks that in. It's now 91-59. So the Milwaukee Bucks are taking a 32-point lead over this Boston Celtics team, which they are pretty well ranked team. I mean, they're not too bad. But they're gonna pass it off to Tristan Thompson, and he drills that three. So Thompson will pick up that assist. Giannis Antetokounmpo, however, he's gonna pass to his older brother Thanasis. He's gonna get it in for 2 points. So it's now 93-62 Boston with the possession of the basketball with only 90 seconds at least to go. So this game has gone pretty quick from the first quarter just until now. So Peyton Pritchard had 11 points, 10 of which were in the paint. And I think the only one that he didn't get in the paint was, I'm pretty sure, was that free throw attempt. And it's now 95-84. So Pritchard has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it off to Jabari Parker, then to Pritchard. So he misses that. Thanasis Antetokounmpo picks up that rebound. So Thanasis will get that in there, and it's on Sam Ojerle with that shooting foul. So Thanasis will go to the free throw line. He actually misses that. So it's on Neo Smith, then to Langford. Drills that three. So it's now 97-67. 55 seconds to go. Giannis, he's going to make that three happen. He's going to drill a three. So it's now 100-67. So now it's Neo Smith that has possession of the basketball. So Antetokounmpo has it still ready, and he's going to dunk that in for 2 more points. So it's now 102-67. All right, now it's 104-69. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, 12 seconds to go, drills a three from behind the arc. So it's now a 38-point lead here for actually the Bucks. So they're going to win this game on the road. Game 1 against the Celtics. So they're going to dribble their way, and Milwaukee takes that win. So it's now 107-69 is the final score for game 1. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Alright, Giannis Antetokounmpo has 38 points, 1 assist, 5 steals on the day, 7 dunks. Chris Middleton had 19.6 assists, 5 steals on the day, had a dunk. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a dunk. Kemba Walker, 12 points, 2 assists, 1 steal on the day for him. Jason Tatum, 12 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block on the day with 2 dunks. And Evan Fournier, he had all 3-pointers with 9 points. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next episode.